Frustrated with increasingly brazen smash and grab thefts from gun shops, the City of Littleton decided to take action.
This summer, it will become the first city in Colorado forcing gun shops to lock up firearms after hours.
Tonight, Denver 7's Russell Haythorne takes a 360 look at whether these new rules are on target.
We keep this in plastic so it doesn't rub on the inside here too much.
The Vintage Collection at Old Steel Gun Shop in Littleton.
A fascinating example of this era of firearm technology.
Features some extraordinary firearms.
Over 120 years old, about 2 years old at the time of the battle, which would be the Battle of Little Bighorn.
Yes.
And as owner Giovanni Galliano points out, this shop is a fortress of sorts.
The building itself is a concrete building.
Bars on the windows, a reinforced entry, and even Humvees parked in the way of potential looters.
There's no way that you can break into this building.
But other shops can be easier targets. Scores of gun shop smash and grabs involving a crowbar and a criminal can be found on surveillance videos posted all over the internet.
It's kind of bold to break the glass, do all that.
They quickly grab 10 guns per case or 15 guns per case, throw them in a duffel bag, and then all 4 or 5 people do that. Next thing you know, there's 50 or 60 guns walking out the door.
Within hours, some of those guns can end up on the black market.
We don't know whose hands those guns are going to be on.
At Triple J Armory in Littleton last summer, thieves got away with a total of 51 handguns and rifles.
They got past the first line of defense, and in less than 3 minutes, they cleaned them out.
Because of that problem,
Call to order.
the Littleton City Council is taking a new tactic.
We will be making a decision tonight on this ordinance.
The first city in Colorado to pass an ordinance requiring gun store owners to lock up their inventory after hours.
I would support an ordinance that goes across the board, no exceptions.
Very young,
For the victims,
and they were both 23.
it seems reasonable.
They should just lock it up.
State Senator Rhonda Fields lost her son Javad to this brand of violence.
I'll be scarred for the rest of my life. My son was shot down and murdered alongside his fiancée in 2005. And he was shot because he was going to be a witness.
To her, Littleton's ordinance seems to be a common sense approach to curbing crime. Lock it up or risk being looted.
We don't know who they're selling these guns to.
But as you can imagine,
This is essentially a bore scope camera.
others argue it is government overreach.
They're trying to regulate something they have no idea about. You look at, like in Nice, France, that guy ran over a whole crowd of people with a truck that he stole.
While there are no federal mandates about safe inventory storage, at least 4 other states, Massachusetts, California, Connecticut, and New York, have some type of law in the books requiring firearms to be locked up.
We're just trying to create something that is safer for all of us.
Some gun stores are locking things up even when they're not required to. Check out this surveillance video from Ortiz Custom Guns in Georgia. Using a stolen Toyota, the thief rams through the front door. The suspect admitted to casing the store ahead of time, and when he came back after hours, he knew exactly where to go. Or did he? He didn't get away with a single firearm.
Because all the guns are in safes.
Back at Old Steel in Littleton, you could argue this is more of a museum
This nice of condition is
than a gun shop.
near unheard of.
An exceedingly rare collection.
Fine example of this piece.
And that collection would take hours to lock in a safe every night.
It will be physically almost impossible.
Which is why Galliano believes Littleton must be willing to work with gun shop owners.
It will be hard to believe that a city really want to put business out of business.
Russell Haythorne,
I believe that we have the safest shop in Colorado.
Denver 7.
So now we'd love to hear from you on this. Should gun shops be forced to lock up firearms after hours? Please shoot us an email, 360@thedenverchannel.com.